Hey Lifehouse family, this is Stephanie Light, and I wanted to share an important announcement with you and a word of encouragement for you this weekend. First of all, I wanted to share that tomorrow's online service will not be at 11 a.m., but it has been moved to 10 a.m. So we want to encourage you to log on with your family and join us in worship. Not long ago, all three of my children had dentist appointments. I knew that this meant I would be in the waiting room for quite a while, so I was excited to take a book that I had been looking forward to starting. And when I got to the waiting room, I sat down and all my children had gone back, and I sat down and I picked up my phone, and before I knew it, all three kids were coming out and saying that they were ready to go. And I realized that I had completely wasted that time sitting there, and I never even got to open the book. And as I've been thinking about that, I realized that we are all in this season of waiting. This is a season of waiting for this time that we're in that is, we don't really understand it. We don't know when we will come out of this. And so it is a season of waiting. And I actually looked up the word wait in the dictionary, and I wanted to share that with you and read it. It says, to wait, stay where one is or delay action until a particular time or until something else happens. And that's exactly where we all are. We are in a period of waiting. And I know for me personally, our family, we are in a period of waiting. We are seeking God in adoption, and there are some specific prayer requests that we are praying and we are waiting on God. And sometimes I find myself just totally focused just on that and just on the thing that we're in and just waiting on God. And He has often whispered to my heart, don't waste the wait. And I realize that that applies to this situation for all of us, not for us to not waste the wait. And there are things that we have to be intentional about in not doing that. And I know physically for our home, we have cleaned out our basement, we've cleaned out our garage, our laundry room, some closets. And I know that coming out of this, our home will be better for this time. But more important than our homes and our houses are our hearts and the unity in our family. And last night, our family got to sit down and it was not planned. And we ended up sitting down and having, some of it was tough, a hard conversation, but it was so beautiful. And it was such a wonderful time for us to be able to understand each other and to hear each other and to hear each other's hearts when we've been living in this home together. And I feel like we get along really well, but there were things that we realized we didn't realize about each other. And it took us sitting down and having a conversation. So that is one way that you can be intentional, by actually just sitting down with your family and having conversations, asking each other how you feel. How do you feel about this actual situation? Are there things that you're struggling with? And share these things. And this is a way that you can grow in unity. And another area is very important, is having a family devotion and prayer time. Let's be praying for the first responders and the people. I know personal friends that are on the front lines. They are not able to stay at home with their families, and they are out there working, and they're tired and they're discouraged, and they may be dealing with anxiety. So prayer is huge, and it's a way that we can encourage them without them even knowing it. Other simple things are sitting down and having dinner together, or a game night, or things like that. And I know you've heard this mentioned before, but it really does take intentionality, and it takes planning, and it's just something that I think the more that we do it, we really are going to come out of this better than before. And that's something that's been a desire in my heart. I don't want to waste the wait, and I want to encourage you, as you seek God through all of this, and as you seek Him and take your anxieties to Him, do it as a family together and seek God through this time, and you can come out of this and you can say, we did not waste the wait.